Good morning, my warriors. Finally, after a very long time, you're going to see me and I'm going to interact with you. And I'm finally up here with all of you in the Zero to Hero series of Fluids. Welcome aboard. This is Shreyas here, your master teacher for physics at Vedantu. And I have overcome my predicament. I'm all much better now. I'm much fine. I am doing much better now, and thanks to all your prayers, thanks to all your support, thanks to all your love, I am doing much better now. Hello JEE enthusiasts, hello music stories, Phoenix Bird, Minyan Aarti, Janat, Gayatri, Ankit, Shreyas Kapri, Amu, hello Anurag, hello Phoenix Bird, welcome aboard. Hi Samuel, hi, hello everyone. Janat, I'm very good. Good morning everyone. Hi Tanya. What happened to my face? What happened to my face? I just shaved my face because it's been a long time I didn't shave much, and so I thought okay, today morning is a good time that I should actually shave. Yes, hello, welcome aboard. Yes, Cyrus. When I have your love and support, obviously nothing will happen to me. Thank you guys very much. Nice to see all of you back over here again. So guys, those of you who are new out here, remember, this is a Zero to Hero series for all the 12th standard students who are going to write the examination this year. And if there is some student who has moved from 11th to 12th and wants to revise the 11th standard topic of fluids, you are also welcome out here. Having said that, this Zero to Hero series is targeting the upcoming JEE Mains examination, whenever that will happen. I don't know when. And I have been training and coaching kids for a long time, so I have collected a lot of problems for all of you, and I'm also going to discuss in brief the theory in every Zero to Hero session, and then it will be followed with some amazing problems to quickly brush up through all the concepts. So that's what it is. And in case you want to know more about me, you can definitely follow me on my Instagram handle, that's Shreyas_Vedantu. And since you're already here, do not forget to smash that like button. Yes, you can smash that like button down there. And also do not forget that if you're new to this channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Yes, go hit that subscribe button out there. Also remember, we also have our Telegram group link in the description box below. You can find it over there. Okay, so check it out, and do not forget to join the Telegram group, because you're going to get all the important PDFs, announcements, updates, etc. on our Telegram channel. So I hope you have already liked, subscribed, and joined our Telegram group. Okay, so hello Nancy, good morning. Priyanka, missed you too. Amar, I'm feeling much better now, and I probably hope that you can also see it on my face, and I'm much better. Yes, hello Moheshwar, hi Rohan. Okay, good morning Priyanshi. So hi, is it Kitish Das? Hello. Okay, thank you Shreyas Kapri. Okay, so having said that, let me also give you some important details and important announcements before we proceed ahead, because a lot of people are now worried that since our mains examination has been postponed, and what do you say, there is no clear clarity on when is the next exam going to be, nor many students are clear about their board examinations. So I know a lot of you are in the confused state, but I feel that guys, this is the actual time when you should be preparing really hard for your JEE Mains examination. Now the reason why I'm telling you this is because you are getting that extra time to actually brush up and hone up your skills, because a lot of people are going to in fact use this time for leveling up their game. So if you laze around and if you feel that okay, let me relax, the exam has been postponed, I'll start working when the exam dates are out, please understand that is a wrong move. Start preparing even harder, because the competition is going to get even more tougher. I hope you agree with me on this. Yeah, do you guys agree with me on this? Yes. So understand, this is definitely not the time that we sit back and relax. It's not the time you quit. It's not the time we accept a failure. It's not a time we enjoy. It's a time where we actually quietly sit and level up, we grade up, we develop new skills, and practice more and more problems. So that's why on JEE Enthuse we are going to come up with lots and lots of lectures. And you know, we also have a very nice plan for all of you, those of you who want to, you know, level up their skills, those of you who want to practice more problems, those of you who want to revise the entire 11th and 12th standard syllabus. All right, so many of you might be wondering, what does Vedantu do? So guys, understand, we are not just on YouTube, or we just don't take classes as such. All right, it's much more than that. We have test series, we have assignments, we have the best teachers in the country on our platform. And when I say this, I mean it, and I also tell this to you with confidence, because you know, look at the results that we have produced. Look at the toppers, look at their percentiles, 99.97, 99.91, 99.96. These are all Vedantu students, and it's only possible because of the platform, because of the teachers, because of our assignments, because of our test series, because of our booklets, because of the doubt solving, because of the whole ecosystem that is developed around us. So guys, understand that, you know, even if you compare the results of board examinations, even if you compare the results of JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, whatever it is, you will see always Vedantu students have performed much better than the national average. So like for example, the 12th standard CBSE results, if you compare, 90% of people who scored more than 90% in our nation was around 13%. But in Vedantu, 69% of the students have scored above 90% in board examinations. That's only because the way we teach, the way we conduct our classes, the way we approach all our students with all the dedication and care. In JEE Advance, you know, the percentage of students who were getting qualified was 1.25%, but in Vedantu, you can see it is 8.25%. So everything, all these results point to one thing, that you know, we are doing things right. We are doing with utmost dedication and care, and that's why it's always seen in the results. So guys, those of you who want to start preparing for JEE Mains, and in case you have missed out on that bandwagon, my advice to you is please check out the details of the crash course. I'll be telling more about it towards the end of the session, but the crash course is available only for 6,000 rupees, not 10,000, and it has just started, and it will go on for almost a month, and you can use the discount code, which is SHCC, to avail the 4,000 rupees off. Okay, so that's something which I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so now let's get going. Thank you, Andrew. You are loving the crash course. Glad. Yes, Surya Prabha, we are continuing with our Killer 5 series. So we will be doing JEE Advanced problems as well. Hi, Kishore. Very good morning. Yes, definitely we'll do that. Okay. Hi, Eknath Mute. Welcome aboard. Shri Krishna, I'm very good. Thank you so much. Hi, Music Stories, for all the smileys out there. So, okay. Thank you, Suryansh. Sony, glad that you are here just to say hi. Hello, welcome. Now let me just quickly revise through all the important formulas of fluids. Let's see it one by one. Now in fluids, you have statics and dynamics. In fluid statics, the fluid is stationary, and concepts like fluid static pressure, barometer, manometer, all right, all these concepts are and buoyancy, buoyant force are all the mentioned in the chapter of fluid statics. The first formula which you should know is rho GH. What is this rho GH? Basically, understand, if this is your liquid level, and if the outside pressure is P0, and if you go down inside that liquid, all right, by a height of or depth of h, then the pressure at this point will be P0 plus rho GH. So what is that rho GH? Rho GH is that extra hydrostatic pressure which gets added as you go more down, or as you go towards or in the direction of gravity. Understand that. So rho GH is that extra hydrostatic pressure that needs to be accounted for when you go deeper in water. The same thing if you are going up in air. Okay, if you are going up in air, then it will be P0 minus. So if you go up by a height of h, it will be P0 minus rho GH. It is minus because you are going up, the pressure will reduce, but please keep in mind that this rho is the density of air, and in this case this rho is the density of that liquid. So keep this difference in mind. Is that clear, everyone? No problem. Hi. Okay, thank you, Sarvanan 18. Is that clear? Thank you, Samuel. Okay. Hi, Akansha. Welcome aboard. Hi, Dilip. I am very good, much better now. So is this clear, guys? Let me know if you guys have understood this. Okay, now having said that, okay, there is one more thing which you should know. Remember, pressure only changes in the direction of gravity, and this is obvious because see guys, if gravity is like this downwards, the pressure will change if you go down or if you go up. But if you go like this horizontal, then there is no changes of pressure. Remember this always works. In fact, even when the gravity is at an angle, okay, even if gravity, let's say, was at some angle, then understand the pressure will only change in this direction. It will not change in a direction which is perpendicular to gravity. That's something which you should keep in mind. Okay, now this is the concept which is be used for barometer and manometer. So remember, barometer measures the actual atmospheric pressure. It measures the actual atmospheric pressure, and the reading shown by the barometer is rho GH. So if P is the outside pressure, or I can say P naught is the outside atmospheric pressure, rho is the density of the liquid used, G is gravity, then H is the reading shown by that barometer. So this is the formula for barometer. Remember that. Okay, and manometer. What is a manometer used for? What is a manometer used for? The manometer is used for measuring the pressure difference. The pressure difference between the two limbs. Remember, there are two limbs in case of a manometer like this, and it measures the pressure difference in the two limbs of that manometer. Deepak, I'm very good. Hi Durga, Prasad, welcome aboard. So delta P is nothing but rho GH. Formula wise it looks similar, but meaning wise it is different. Manometer measures pressure difference, barometer measures the actual pressure of that atmosphere. Remember that. Okay. Now, next formula which you should know is buoyant force, which is rho Vg, which is also the weight of displaced fluid, which is nothing but the Archimedes principle. Now, when I say rho Vg, what does each of these terms represent? This rho is nothing but the density of that liquid. Density of that liquid. This V, understand, is the volume which is submerged or immersed. Submerged or immersed. Keep this in mind. And G is gravity. So buoyant force is density of the liquid into volume which is submerged into G. So whenever you put a solid, okay, so whenever, let's say, you take this solid and you put it inside a liquid, something like this, okay, so there is obviously, you can see there is obviously some liquid which has been displaced out here. So the amount of liquid displaced, you can see it from here. This is basically that liquid which has been displaced. Okay, so this is the liquid which has been displaced. So the weight of that liquid displaced is called as the buoyant force, and buoyant force will always act opposite to gravity. Buoyant force will always act opposite to gravity. Keep this in mind. This will be helpful, well, especially when you draw free body diagrams for Newton's laws, torque, or anything else. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So DoxyRog, please do not spam. Okay, so you can just go back, rewind back a little bit. So, you know, whenever you replay back, you can see all the things again. So don't worry about it. Okay, so don't spam out here. Chaitanya GM, very good, much better now. Thank you so much. Okay, now having said this, remember the next equation of continuity is basically whenever liquid flows inside a cross section of A1 with speed V1 and comes outside a different cross section with a different speed, then A1 V1 is A2 V2. This is basically equation of continuity, and that is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. Keep this in mind. So what is this A1 V1? This is actually the rate of flow. So the rate of flow of a liquid is area into velocity. Keep this in mind. Okay. Now, next up, Bernoulli's equation. So whenever you have a tube which grows bigger or goes down or expands or whatever, all right, so in those cases you can take any two cross sections, you can choose any two cross sections, and then the pressure at each cross section plus half rho, which is density, into the speed square, plus rho gh. What is rho gh? H is the height from a reference line or from a standard line. That sum of terms is always a constant. So for example, guys, understand, if you have something like this, okay, and this is h1, and if this is h2, okay, and if the speed is v1 and if the speed is v2 and the pressure is p1 and the pressure is p2, then I can say the pressure at point 1 plus half rho v1 square plus rho g h1 will be equal to, again, p2 plus half rho speed square plus rho g h2. Remember, these heights have to be measured from any fixed reference. So any fixed reference you can measure these heights from. It's up to you. Is that clear? Hi Manisha, I'm very good. Hi Ignat, I'm very good. Yes. So you can choose any two cross sections. Even if the pipe is long enough, you can choose any two cross sections in that pipe. But generally you choose such two cross sections which are convenient to actually write the equation. Okay, where you actually know certain values or where you want to find certain values. So that's how you choose the cross section. Lastly, Torricelli's theorem, which is velocity of efflux. So this has got to do with, a container with some liquid inside it, okay, and if the liquid is filled like this, then you drill a hole over here, the water is going to come out, the speed with which the liquid oozes out is root 2 gh. Keep this in mind. And this h over here is the height from the liquid surface. Understand? So this height. So this is that height. So height from the liquid surface to the hole is that height h. So keep this in mind, that this h is nothing but the height from the liquid surface till the point where the hole has been drilled. Okay, let me see if you can answer this particular question. What should be the point where the hole should be drilled so that the range is maximum? Let's see how many of you remember this. What should be the height or depth at which the hole should be drilled so that the range of that liquid is maximum? Come on, all my warriors, think about it and let me know. Come on, think. What do you think? Can I absolutely leave this chapter? Music stories, please do not leave it, because this chapter is very easy. Okay, do not do that. And in fact, music stories, you can also watch my flash series where I have covered all the things in detail, because now you have even more time. Yes, h by 2, excellent, my warriors. So if when you drill that hole exactly at the center, the range is maximum. Very good. Then let's talk a little bit more about viscosity. Okay, let's talk more about viscosity. This is called as Newton's law of viscosity. So remember, when you have layers of liquid, something like this, okay, so this is a layer and this is another layer, and there are more layers like this. Just try to visualize this. So let's say the topmost layer is moving with velocity v plus dv. Let's say this middle layer is moving with v. So you can see that there is this difference in velocity between all the layers. Okay, so whenever the layers slide, each layer slides with some relative velocity. There is some difference in the velocity, and the separation between the layers is dx. So this dx is the separation between the layers. So dv by dx, come on all my warriors, what is dv by dx called? Vijay Kumar, I'm much better, thank you for all the love. Yes, Kiran, see, lesson is important for NEET as well. So do not leave this chapter music stories. Please understand, guys, the reason why I'm coming here is because I don't want you to leave any chapter. See guys, the mains examination is not in 2 weeks. It has been indefinitely postponed. So please do not do this. Do not leave any chapter, because all others are going to work on everything. They are going to cover up all their weak points. So it will be wrong move right now to leave a chapter or not actually study a chapter because you have not studied it before. So guys, please push yourself. Please try to understand as much as possible and watch my previous videos as well, so that you can actually understand every bit of it. Okay, yes. So basically the velocity will be given to you, or the gradient, the rate at which the velocity changes will also be given to you. Yes, correct Priyanka, very good. This is called as the velocity gradient. Basically it tells me how much does my velocity change with the different layers. Rate of change of velocity with distance or with height. Correct, it's not acceleration, be careful. Okay, P. Nikuleshwar Nath, I hope this is clear. Okay, so it is the rate of change of velocity with height. So each layer might have different velocities. So dv by dx is the rate at which the velocity changes. So for example, imagine there was a layer like this, which is going at 2.8 meters per second. The layer below it is going at 2.7 meters per second. And let's say the gap between them is 0.1 or 0.01 meter. Then this value dv by dx, this value dv by dx, see what is the difference? It is 0.1. It is 0.1 meter per second upon what is the difference? 0.01. I hope this is clear. This is how you do it. Okay, so that will be 10 units. Beautiful. That's how you need to solve the problems. What is this eta, guys? This eta is called as coefficient of viscosity. This is called as coefficient of viscosity. Keep this in mind. What does it depend on? It depends on the liquid, and it also depends on the temperature. So if you change the temperature, then the viscosity will change, and if you change the liquid, like if you use honey instead of water, or if you use oil instead of honey, then the value of eta will be different. That will be given to you. Also, it's just like coefficient of friction or density, which are values which needs to be given to you. You cannot sit and derive over there. Okay, these are experimental values. A is the area of contact, is the area of contact between the layers. Keep this in mind. Okay, next up, Stokes law, 6 pi eta RV. So when is Stokes law applicable? It's only applicable for spheres. Like you can see, it's only applicable for spherical bodies. Spherical bodies. So if the velocity of a particle is this way, then this force is basically nothing but your drag force. That drag force acting on the sphere of radius r moving with velocity v is given by 6 pi coefficient of viscosity into the radius into v. That's very, very important. Yes. So Pramesh, I'll ask you, I will rather interact with you on probably Instagram or on the chats below on the comment section. So please leave your comments, and if you are finding it tough, then you need to go from the basics. Please revise the basics, because understand, only when you know the basics from the scratch, only then you will be able to understand, and you will be finding these test series little bit okay. And understand, you are not supposed to actually find the test series very easy also. It's also designed in such a way, because if you find it very easy, then what's the point? You did not learn anything new. Okay, cool. So next thing, terminal velocity, standard important formula. When you drop something, then what will happen? That eventually it goes down with a constant speed. That is called as the terminal velocity. Okay, that is called as the terminal velocity. Standard formula 2r square g, difference of the densities by 9 eta. Now this term, okay, this term is the difference of densities. Now difference of densities between whom and whom? Between that ball and the outside liquid. So if raindrop is falling in air, it is a difference of density of water and air. If a steel ball is falling in water, then it's the difference of density between the steel and water. So that's the difference of density. I hope this is clear. Okay. Hi Majumdar, hello Spark, welcome aboard. Okay, so having said this, let's move ahead. Okay, so let's quickly revise through surface tensions formulas. First important formula is the force of surface tension is S into L, or surface tension is basically the force acting per unit length. So whenever you have a liquid surface, let's say this is a liquid surface, okay, so this is a container of sorts, and let's say this is our surface. This is our surface. Remember, any liquid can be split into two parts. One is the surface molecule, one is the bulk molecule. So understand guys, this is basically the surface which is actually exposed. This is called as the bulk, which is basically inside. It's covered, it's surrounded by other molecules. Surface has, air molecules on one side and water molecules on the other side. Okay, great. Now, yes, Vrunda, we are covering the entire topic of fluid mechanics, surface tension, fluid statics, viscosity. We are doing all problems plus theory revision out here. For those of you who want to learn this topic from the scratch, then I have, the flash series in the playlist. You'll find a playlist called as Fluids. In that I have discussed all the chapters in detail. So this is the Zero to Hero series, so you should have little bit idea about that. Okay, so hi Prashant, good morning. Okay, so Chaitanya GM, that is an irrelevant question. Even if I tell you there is one question which has come, or even if I tell you 5 questions which has come, how does it matter? So right now, like I said, it's not the time to think about which questions are going to come and which is not going to come. Now is the best time to sit and prepare for the examination, because now is not the time to think what is the weightage of the chapter. Number 2, JEE never gives weightage of this chapter. Okay, don't worry about it. So do ideal fluids have surface tension? Yes, even ideal fluids will have surface tension, Lisa. So in ideal ideal fluids actually means, it does not have viscosity. So that's the meaning of ideal fluid in JEE terms. But an ideal fluid may have, surface tension. Good morning, Jay. Thank you, happy. Okay, now if you take a line on the surface, if you take a line of length L, then there will be force which will be acting on either side, either this way or that way. That force, okay, that force is given by S into L. So S into L is called is nothing but the force of surface tension. The liquid surface is pulled as if it is under tension. So it is pulled as if under tension. Keep this in mind. It's pulled as if it is under tension. Okay, that's the value. And remember, this S depends. What does it depend on? Depends on the liquid. It depends on the liquid. Water will have different value, oil will have different value. All right, every liquid will have a different value of surface tension. Okay, next up, surface energy. USA, this is a simple formula to remember, USA, so nobody should forget it. So the moment you create a surface, it has more energy. So more area, that means more surface energy. Keep this in mind. And this is the formula. U is equal to SA. If area is more, U is more. Area is minimum, U is minimum. U is equal to surface tension into A. Standard formula. Okay, this is used for finding out how much energy is required to expand a bubble, or how much energy is required to change the area. So these kind of energy considerations, whenever you have some energy calculations, then you use this formula. So area change will be given, from that you can find the energy change. Okay Pramesh, I will definitely reply to you on Telegram, don't worry. Okay, next, excess pressure in bubbles and drops. Very important formulas, guys. So whenever you have a drop, it is 2S by R, but whenever you have a bubble in air, then it is 4S by R. So keep this in mind. This actually, the way to remember it is, this is for only one surface, whereas this one is when you have two surfaces. When you have two surfaces, for example, think about it, guys. If you have a bubble in water, how many surfaces does it have? Come on, answer in the chat box. This is a bubble in water. How many surfaces does it have? Will you use this formula or will you use this formula? Thank you, Amrita Raj. Okay. Manisha, probably the board is slightly dim, but don't worry, you'll be able to see it if you can improve your contrast on your screen. Okay, just improve the contrast on the screen. Wrong, guys, it does not have two. I knew you guys are going to make that mistake. It has only one surface. Please keep that in mind. A bubble in water has only one surface, that inside surface. Understand that. So it does not have two surfaces, only that inside surface. It does not have two surfaces. Similarly, see, whenever I talk about surface, I mean the exposed surface to the air. Keep that in mind. When I take a bubble, okay, when I take a bubble in air, how many surfaces does it have? How many surfaces does it have? Think about it. Yes, Suyash, I have. Come on, think. Now it has two surfaces. Beautiful. Now you guys are getting it. Okay. How about a drop of liquid? A drop of liquid in air. This is a drop in air. Okay, just imagine a drop, raindrop. Imagine raindrop falling. How many surfaces does it have? A raindrop. Come on, think very carefully. One or two. One or two, guys. Come on, think. Yes, it has only one. Very good. So this is the common mistake which people generally make. They get confused between the number of surfaces. But I hope after this you will never make a mistake. So remember, whenever there is one surface, use 2s by r. Whenever there are two surfaces, use 4s by r. So keep that in mind. That's very, very tricky. Okay. Now, having said that, the last important formula is capillary rise or capillary dip. So whenever okay, Chandra, strange change it seems. Whenever you take a capillary, what is a capillary? It's nothing but a thin tube. When you take a thin tube and you dip it inside a liquid, okay, whenever you dip it inside a liquid, then the liquid level will rise, okay, and you will see that, you know, the height rise in that capillary is given by this formula, 2s cos theta by rho gr. 2s cos theta by rho gr. What is this theta? What is this theta? Theta is called as the angle of contact. Angle of contact. So that means if you have that, you know, if this is my surface and if say this is my liquid, okay, this is my liquid out here like this, then you can clearly see over here, this is basically theta, which is angle of contact. The angle between the liquid surface and the solid surface is called as the angle of contact. Okay, yes, and remember, r is nothing but the radius of that tube, that small radius of the tube. Rho is density, g is gravity. Okay, standard. One more thing, also remember, this delta P can also be used for pressure difference between concave and convex side. And you should know this, that the pressure on the concave side is always more than the pressure on the convex side. It works same way for bubbles and drops also. Pressure in the concave side is always more as compared to the pressure on the convex side. That's the reason why it bent like that. Here the pressure was more, so it pushed it like this, so it has bent like that. If pressure here was more, then it would have bent that way. So pressure on the concave side is always more than the pressure on the convex side. That's standard thing which you should know. Okay, let's start doing some problems. Very good. Let's get ready. I hope you guys are ready for solving some problems. Balri, I'm much better. Thank you so much. Okay, so which of the following diagrams as shown in the figure does not represent a streamline flow? Come on guys, answer quickly. Very simple warm-up question up there for all of you. Sakti says D. Nancy Badri says D. Yes, Gayatri says D. Beautiful. Come on, flood the chat box. Flood the chat box. Okay, very good. Yes, the correct answer is actually D, guys. Yeah, it should be D, right? Because you know, streamlines cannot. What is the property which is disobeyed over here? Which is that property which is disobeyed? Come on guys. Which is that property which has been disobeyed over here? Think about it. Yep. Come on. Because streamlines cannot do what? Intersect. Beautiful. Yes, the streamlines can never intersect. So that's the property which has been disobeyed. Okay. Next question coming up on your screen. Along a streamline, the velocity of fluid particle remains constant. The velocity of all fluid particles given crossing a given position is constant. The velocity of all fluid particles at given instant is constant. The speed of a fluid particle remains constant. Come on, which of the following do you think is correct? Okay, Sakti, yes, you are right. Okay. Yes, Chaitanya ji, that is G effective. Every time, not just here, every time you see G, it is always G effective. Even in buoyant force, even in time of flight formula, the effective G, which is including the pseudo force gravity or any other gravities that are present. Okay, the net gravity. Okay, a lot of you are saying B. Okay, the velocity of fluid particles crossing a given position is constant, and yes, that is correct, guys. So guys, look at this. If I draw streamlines something like that, okay, just imagine I draw streamlines something like this. Okay, now think and tell me, if I call this point B and if I call this point A, okay, they are on the same streamline. Do you think speed at point A and speed at point B is equal or not? Do you think speed at point A and B, are they equal? If they are not, then tell me which one is more. If they are equal, then tell me that they are equal. What do you think? Speed at point A and speed at point B, which one is more, which one is less? Or should I put an equal to symbol? Oh my God, yes, Vishnuta, I do know. She pinged me on Instagram, and I was just replying to her a few days back. I know, it's very sad. In fact, her parents also have COVID. I know that. Yes, it's very sad. Many of our warriors are getting infected. Okay, so guys, understand they are not equal. Yes, A is more than B. Very, very important. Why? Because the streamlines are close. They are densely packed. Speed will be more. Area of cross section is less. Use equation of continuity. Here, the area is less, so velocity is more. Keep this in mind. That's the reason for that. So VA and VB are not equal. So guys, on a streamline, the speeds are not same. It depends on how close or far the streamlines are. I hope this is clear. Yes, Raj, I have. So the velocity of all fluid particles remains constant is wrong. Velocity of all fluid particles at a given instant, that is also wrong, right? How can I say velocity of all the fluid particles at a given instant is constant? No, A and B have different velocities. Okay. The speed of a fluid particle remains constant, that is also wrong. Okay. Here the word velocity is used, here the word speed is used. That's the only difference. So it says it remains constant. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. This is correct. The particles crossing a given position is same. That means when a fluid particle crosses point A and a new particle comes, that new particle when it reaches A will have the same speed as the older particle. And when another particle comes at A, then it will have the same speed as that of the previous particle at A. But when it goes here, the speed will change. But every particle which reaches A will have the same speed. That is the meaning of that. Okay, so understand the difference and understand the meaning of that statement. Every particle that reaches A will have the same speed. Every particle that reaches B will have that same speed at B. But speed at B and speed at A might not be the same. Yes, we can explain it with flux also. In fact, that's what I have done. This is nothing but equation of continuity, and equation of continuity is based on flux concept only. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, next question coming up on your screen. Okay, same here, Bhargav, missed you too a lot. Malamohan, what is the difference between pro subscription and crash course? Malamohan, see, pro subscription is for 11th and 12th standard students for long-term batches. Crash course is exclusively for students who are going to write the examination this year, not next year. So if you are going to write the examination next year or the year after that, then crash course is not available only. I mean, you should not even join, even if you join by mistake. Okay? So crash course is only for the upcoming test, the JEE Mains examination. Okay, come on, think about it. A thread is tied over here between the two ends, okay, of that frame, and it's in a soapy solution. The frame is taken out. The frame is covered with a film when part A of that frame is punctured with a pin, then what will happen? I was just talking about it sometime back. Nayan Jyoti says C. Okay, come on guys, think about it. Come on. Raj Kolegar says A. Shreyas Kapri says C. Okay, think carefully. What do you think is going to happen? Okay. A, C. Clearly all my warriors are confused. So guys, fix up your mind. What do you think the answer is? Okay. So when you puncture A, the soap film will go away. Think about it. The soap film is going to go away. Okay. So this is my thing. Okay. A is punctured. So, it's going to become like this. Okay. This is B. Only the film at B is present. Only the film at B is present. At A it's gone. What is the tendency of any liquid surface? Does a liquid surface like to expand or does it like to contract? What does a liquid surface like to do? Try to think about it. What does a liquid surface try to do? What is its tendency? To expand or to contract? Come on, answer in the chat box and then we can figure out what the answer should be. And then it will become very obvious for all of you. What does a liquid surface try to do? Contract. Correct, Nayan. Excellent. No, Priyanka, it will not expand. It will always try to contract. Yes, Badri. Yes, Vishluta. Always. Remember, surface is under tension. That's the whole chapter's name. The surface of a liquid behaves as if it is like a stretched membrane, and a tendency, because it is stretched, is to contract. And that property is called as surface tension. So it tries to contract, and that's why this green part will try to minimize itself and it will become like this. It will try to minimize itself and it will become like this. So guys, now isn't it clear what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Yes, it becomes concave towards A and convex towards B. That's the answer. Yes. Yeah. So Mala Mohan, the details for pro subscription are there in the description box, or just do one thing, leave a comment after the video ends. I'll ping you the link for pro subscription for 1 month and for 6 months and for 12 months. I think only 2 options are there, 1 month and 12 months. There is no 2 months option. So, you can check out all the details. I'll paste it as a link on your comment. So after the video ends, leave a comment below. Okay. Cool. Let's get going. So that's the answer, which is option A, guys. Beautiful. Yes, Raj. Okay. I think I missed your reason. Maybe you had written it. Okay. Good. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. Shreyas Gayatri say it's clear. Very good. Mayank, only if you clear mains will you be able to clear advanced. So my aim is first you get 98, 99 percentile in mains at least. If you are in 90s, and if you are in 80s, get over 90s. If you are below 80s, at least reach somewhere close to 90. That's my aim. So, different kinds of people and different kinds of audiences present out here. I just want you guys to improve no matter where you are, so that you can write your examinations like BITSAT, advanced, CETs, etc. really well. Okay. Now, some of you also were asking, so what is there, in crash course? And what is there in pro subscription? There is one important feature which you should know in crash course as well as in the pro subscription. No matter which subscription or crash course you take, this doubt feature is really life changing, because a lot of you have a lot of doubts. Sir, what if this is true? Sir, is my method correct? Like some of you are asking in the chat box, sir, can we solve it by flux? Sir, can we do it like that? So guys, this is very important that you get your doubts verified, your methods verified, your doubts and concepts should be cleared. You cannot have a riddle in your head for a few months, or you cannot just keep searching online and waste your time. See, understand, online also you might find few things, but you are not sure whether it is correct or wrong. And I will assure you that many things online are not correct. I mean, I have seen so many solutions being done in a very ridiculous manner, or sometimes the final answers are only wrong on many popular websites as well. So it's very important that you get your doubts clarified from the right sources. You can interact with our doubt experts with our subject matter experts. You can send a screenshot, chat with them, and all your doubts get cleared in the crash course or in the pro subscription. So this is a very important thing which you should know, and I feel this will change your preparation method, because it's going to save a lot of time for all of you when you're actually going to sit and prepare for your examinations. So do consider getting all your doubts resolved in case you're already in the pro subscription or in the crash course by sending screenshots or chatting with our doubt experts. Next question coming up on your screen: when you suck through a straw, the student can reduce the pressure in his lungs to 750 millimeters Hg. So when you suck, okay, and the density is basically of mercury is 13.6 grams per centimeter cube. That's the standard thing. Using the straw, he can drink water from a glass up to a maximum depth of how much? Come on, think about it. What's the length of that straw that he can have by creating that loss of pressure through his lungs? So he's creating lower pressure in his mouth because he has sucked the water and the pressure has been lowered to 750 millimeters of Hg. So because of that, what is that extra height, or what is that height or the depth of that straw that he can use? Come on, think about it. Come on. Anish, that will be too late. Why do you want to rely on something at the last moment? I feel, Anish, you should start preparing now with a regular long-term batch, because if you think, okay, crash course is the end of thing, is good, the final solution for everything, that's not true. See, crash course is for people who are late, people who did not know that there was a long-term batch, people who did not get proper training for the last 2 years. So it's for them. You cannot rely completely that after 2 years I am going to join a crash course. That's not correct. So you should get yourself into the pro subscription so that all the last minute preparation also will be taken care of in the pro subscription. Very good, Ankit, made all the notes. Good morning, Rajiv. Welcome. Hello, Bhumika. Join in. You have missed quite a few things. Hi, Raj is saying C, Kirti saying B, Aditi saying C. Most of you are saying C. Okay, let's figure out. Now, I'll tell you what, there is a very nice and tricky way to solve this question which can avoid all unnecessary calculations. The logic is, what is my usual pressure? Usual atmospheric pressure is 760 millimeters of mercury. So can I say that the loss in pressure, okay, because of that sucking, okay, understand, is compensated by, okay, so it's compensated by what? By increase in water level in that straw, that extra pressure which will be created by that water by going up. I hope this is clear. Yes, ABB, yes, even NEET students can watch it better. Okay, so that loss in pressure which is created is compensated by the water actually going up and creating that extra pressure difference. Is that clear? Yep, everyone understanding this? So what is that loss in pressure created? 760 minus 750, which is how much? 10 millimeters of Hg. Okay, 10 millimeters of Hg. So the pressure which is created because of the water going up will be H millimeters of water. H millimeters of water. This is a unit of pressure, understand. Just like mmHg is a unit of pressure, mm water is also a unit of water pressure. Understand that. I hope this is clear. So guys, just think about it this way now. 10 millimeters of Hg, 10 millimeters of Hg is converted into water. Let's convert both of them into same units. Think about it. Think about it. The density of mercury is 13.6 times more than that of water. The density of mercury is 13.6 times more than that of water. Correct? So 10 millimeters of mercury is same as 10 millimeters into 13.6 millimeters of water. Think about it. If density of mercury is 13.6 times more, so that means 10 millimeters of mercury is equivalent to 10 into 13.6 millimeters of water, correct? So basically this will be H millimeters of water. Now do you see, I have converted it into same units on both sides, millimeters of water, millimeters of water. So guys, what will it be? It will be 136 millimeters is equal to H. So H is equal to 136 millimeters, which is 13.6 centimeters, because it's millimeters converted into centimeters. Isn't this calculation trick very amazing? Isn't this very simple? No need to do any more complicated stuff. Very simple logic. Because mercury was 13.6 times denser than water, that means 10 millimeters of mercury will be equivalent to 10 into 13.6 millimeters of water. That's it. As simple as that. Okay. So let's get going to the next one. That's the answer. Beautiful. Thank you, Suryajit. Clear. Oh, very good. Shreyas Kapri. Very good, Kirti. Okay, next question coming up on your screen now. There is a capillary tube of radius r which is immersed in water, and the water rises in it to a height of h. Okay. Now the mass of the water in the tube is 5 grams. The mass of the water in the tube is 5 grams. If you take another tube of radius 2r and you put it in the same liquid, so you replace the tube with bigger tube of radius 2r, then what is the amount of water which will be present in the tube? Remember the height rise formula. If you remember the height rise formula, then basically you will be able to solve the problem. And hint is, mass is proportional to volume. Mass is proportional to volume. Raj is asking, how would you explain NIT Nagpur in one word? Well, one word, awesome and memorable. Yeah, I would say memorable and awesome if you can give me 2 words. Okay. Sir, can I get Tattva if I take Vedantu Pro subscription for 1 month? Malamohan, right now, no, but maybe somewhere down the line, maybe yes. But even if you get it for 1 month, even if you get the Tattva module, it will be only for that month. So it's no point, you know. So that's why I would say, I'll tell you one thing, Mala Mohan. If you are worried about the money part, there is a very simple thing. When there are actually 2 simple things. One is my coupon code SHHPRO, that will give you discount. Number 2, there is a part payment option, installment option. So even if you take it for 1 year, you don't have to pay 1 year fees. You can just pay one month fees every month, and there is an EMI installment option. So you can consider paying the entire course fee as installment. So that comes out to be very less price, 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per month. So that's something what you can do. Okay, FFT Tavir, give the answer over here. Yes, in the chat box. Okay, a lot of you are saying B, some of you are saying A. Come on, think about it. Very difficult question, I guess. Happy? No, you got it wrong, bacha. Yes, Raj, I am. I'm from Pune. Amchi Pune. Okay, so here is the thing. The formula for height rise, remember, was 2s cos theta by rho gr. That means the height is inversely proportional to r because everything else is constant. Very good. Now remember, mass will be nothing but density into volume. Density into volume, correct? Mass is density into volume because density is mass by volume. Okay. Now what is volume? Volume is area of cross section. All right. The area of cross section into the height. It's like a cylinder. So that's why the volume, think about it, the volume will be pi r square into h. So can I say, therefore, mass is directly proportional to r square into h, because rho is constant, pi is also constant. Oh, but hold on, h is inversely proportional to r. So that means this is directly proportional to r square by r. That means it is directly proportional to r. Is that correct? So mass is directly proportional to r. That's what I got. That's what I got. Correct? Mass is directly proportional to R. Now, look at that question, guys. It says that first the mass was 5 grams. When the radius becomes double, what will be the mass? Mass is directly proportional to R. So mass will become 2 times. Hence the answer will be 10 G, because it has to become 2 times. Is that clear, everyone? Yes, that's it. Both are very good books, Dayasankar. Okay, cool. Let's get going to the next one. Here it comes. Yes, the correct answer was 10 grams. So you need to just think about the proportionalities. Beautiful question coming up on your screen now. A tank is filled up to a height h with a liquid and is placed on a platform itself of height h from the ground. To get maximum range, a small hole. Oh my god, the answers are out. Arey yaar, the answers are out. I think I clicked twice by mistake. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have clicked twice by mistake, but let me now explain the question to you. A small hole is punctured so that, you know, the range has to be maximum. So where should you puncture the hole? Now I know a lot of people would get confused in this. They would think, okay, they would think that you have to drill the hole over here. No guys, understand, the ground surface is not here. If the ground surface was here, then you would have drilled the hole here to get maximum range. But where is my ground surface? My ground surface is over here. This is my ground surface. So think this thing as a big container. Where would you drill your hole? Exactly 2h by 2. So 2h by 2, that means it will be over here. So exactly at the bottom of the tank. So this is basically at the bottom of the tank if you drill the hole. Alright, so at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so that's when the range will be maximum. That's it. Monkey D. Luffy, yes, I'm much better. Hi Vignesh Arvind. Yes. So basically that's why you will see the answer is 2h. And the last thing for the range. Okay, I'll give you the formula for range. The formula for range is 2 root, okay, h into h prime, or I can say h1 into h2. What are these h1, h2? Let me tell you in case you have forgotten. So if this is a container and the liquid is like this, okay, and you drill the hole over here, and this is how it is, okay. So what is h1, h2? h1 is this height and h2 is this height. So understand, this is what h1 and h2 are. So the range formula in general for Torricelli's problems is root of 2 h1 h2. Where is h1 measured from? Not from the top of the container, from the liquid surface. Keep this in mind. So if you use this formula, what are you going to get the range? You are going to get it as h, because h1 is h and h2 is also h. You can see that this is h, this is also h. So h into h root is h only. Is that clear, everyone? Just tell me what to solve for advanced. Lord Voldemort, I'm scared. Okay, so Lord Voldemort, what you need to do is you need to solve previous year questions, and we also have something called as the Ekalavya batch, which is an exclusive batch for preparation. So if you have scored really well in the JEE Mains examination in February or March, then you can join the Ekalavya batch. Else, start preparing by solving previous year questions at C. Verma, DC Pandey. That's enough. And test series, whichever you have, or the booklets that you get from your coaching, or if you're in Vedantu, the Tattva module. Okay, that's all you need to do. Okay, clear? Beautiful. Let's get going to the next one coming up on your screen. A given in a given shaped glass tube having uniform cross section, if it is filled with water and is mounted on a rotatable shaft as shown in the figure, and if the tube is rotated with a constant angular velocity, then what will be correct? What will you see? Which part will have more water, less water? Will all of them go up? Will nothing change? Think about it. All the options are mentioned over here. Water levels in A and B go up, whereas the middle will come down. Water level in middle section goes up, A and B comes down. Water levels in A, B and the middle level goes up, and the last option says it will all be the same. Come on, think about it. Think. I think so, Surya Prabha R. It should be, you should be able to qualify for JEE Advanced. Yes. Okay. It should be like cyclone. Okay, monkey, because the thing is, yes, it should be like cyclone. If it was a bathtub, yep, definitely. If you have a bucket and you rotate water, yes, it would look like a nice whirlpool. But this is like test tubes. So it's not rotated inside the test tube. The test tubes themselves are rotating. So that's the change. Okay. Come on, think about it. Guys, I think the water will get pushed outwards. The water will get pushed outwards. So what will happen? Yes, the correct answer is A. Think about it. The water is going to get pushed outwards. So because of that, yes, somebody also said pseudo force. Yes, the centrifugal force is going to push the water outwards. Remember that. So this is the axis about which you are rotating it. So this level is definitely going to go down, and this level is going to go up, and this level is also going to go up. And hence the answer is option A. Yep, correcto. So Sri Krishna Anirudh, yesterday only Shimon sir conducted a class on the expected dates. Please watch that session. It's there in our past videos. Next, a wooden block which is floating in a bucket of water has 4/5 of its volume submerged. You will need two diagrams, I'll tell you. When you add some oil over it, then half of it is inside oil, half of it is under the water. What is the relative density of oil to that of water? Okay, Raj, तुम्ही बोललात pseudo force. बरोबर है. Very good, Raj. Yes. So now, how do we solve this particular question? Let's do this. So there are two diagrams that you have to draw or visualize for solving this problem. There is a wooden block which is floating in a bucket of water and 4/5 of its volume is submerged. So what does it mean? See, if you take this as the block, let's say the density is sigma, let's say the volume is V, okay, and it is submerged with 4/5 of its volume. So this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. The density of water is rho. The density of water is rho. Okay, let's see how to solve this. Guys, when it is floating, can I not say the weight will be balanced by the buoyant force? If it is floating, because it is floating over here, that means the weight which is acting downwards and the buoyant force which is acting upwards should be balancing out each other. So what's the weight? Weight of that block will be mass of that block into G. And what is the buoyant force? Is the volume which is submerged into density of fluid into G. Remember, that's the formula. But hold on, I don't want to leave it in this form. What is the mass of that block? Mass of the block will be density of that block into volume of that block. Okay, and that G anyways would have got cancelled over here, so don't worry about it. Is that fine, guys? Look at that. The mass is density into the volume. Okay. Now this will be equal to, what is the volume submerged? It's given 4/5 of its volume is submerged. So 4/5 of V into rho into G. Oh, that G was gone anyways. Okay, so V gets cancelled, and that's why you will get sigma is equal to 4 rho by 5. This is one equation which is needed. This is one equation which is needed. Now, this is density of the block. This is the density of water. Understand, this is the density of water. Okay, but we need to find the density of oil with respect to water. So for that, think of this newer diagram. Oil is there, water is there, half of it is inside oil, half of it is inside water, and it is floating. It's given in the question. Half of its volume is in water, half of it is in oil. So guys, in the second situation, can I say the buoyant force of oil plus the buoyant force of water, okay, is balancing the weight of that block? Think about it. The weight of the block which is down is being balanced by the buoyant force of water and the buoyant force of oil. Isn't that clear? Yes. So, do you prefer to solve physics question by feel or always pen and paper? Raj, I would say pen and paper always. Very rarely by feel, but I would always prefer writing something. Okay. Next Next, because from exam point of view, if I have to just probably solve and discuss, then yes, I would love to solve it by feeling, but from exam point of view, it's always pen and paper. Now the buoyant force of oil will be density of oil. How much is the density of oil? I don't know, I'll just call it rho O, okay, into volume submerged is V by 2, because half of its volume is in oil and half of its volume is under water, into G, plus density of water is rho, I just assumed it as rho, into volume submerged into G, correct, rho Vg. Rho is density of liquid, V is volume submerged, G is G, gravity, is equal to weight of the block. What is the weight of the block? It's mg, and what is m? It is sigma into volume. I just discussed that some time back. So it is sigma into the total volume into G. Now the first thing that will get cancelled off is that G over here, and also that V from the numerator from all the sides. Now just substitute. Sigma is 4 rho by 5. What is sigma? Sigma is 4 rho by 5. So rho by 2 plus rho by 2 is equal to, sigma is 4 rho by 5. So 4 rho by 5. So just rearrange it. So rho naught by 2 is equal to, 4 rho by 5. 4 rho by 5 minus rho by 2. Now do the math and see what do you get rho naught as. What is the value of rho naught coming out to be? Come on, think about it. Come on, think about it. What is the value? What is the final value that you are getting? Rho naught is equal to how many times of rho? Nitin, you can just rewind back, bacha. That's an option there in YouTube. You can just drag that cursor which is there below and you can watch it exactly from the start. Is it 7 by 5? No, I don't think it's 7 by 5. It's 3 by 5, I think. Just check out it. Yes. Yes, it is 3 by 5. 3 by 5 times of rho. Come on guys, 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. And that 2 and 2 will get cancelled. You will have 3 by 5. Yes, it will be 3 by 5. So density of oil is 3/5 the density of water. Density of oil is 3/5 the density of water. That means it is 0.6. 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6. Yep, that's the answer. Okay, I hope this is clear. That's the answer. Yep, beautiful. Next question coming up on your screen now. Come on, think about it. A spherical body of diameter d is falling in a viscous medium. Its terminal velocity is proportional to. Its terminal velocity is proportional to. Come on, think about it. Its terminal velocity is going to be proportional to. Come on, straightforward answer. Come on, think about it. Okay, Rajiv Singh, you are just come in 11th standard, Rajiv Singh. So first of all, welcome to JEE Enthuse. Don't worry Rajiv, we have something called as the bridge course and the nurture course for all the 11th standard students on our YouTube channel. So wait for it. In fact, just tomorrow I'm going to conduct a lecture for the 11th standard students, and you can also watch the previous 11th standard lectures which is there in our past videos section as well as the playlist. Okay, come on guys, think about it. Yes Rachna, obviously to run the app, to pay the teachers, to pay all the coders, to pay all the doubt experts, to manage everything, to manage all the internet, we need to also survive. We also need to eat. So that's why we charge a nominal fee, so that we also can take care of our families. Okay, so that charges are very nominal. In fact, it is 1/5 to 1/6 of the price which any other coaching, big coaching that you can think of will charge you. They will charge you around to 3 to 5 lakh rupees. We charge you hardly some 40,000 to 70,000 rupees depending on what kind of courses you are taking. So that's very nominal considering all the other people's charges. Okay, so not sure. Well guys, the answer is C. It's directly based on formula. Remember, the terminal velocity was 2 by 9 r square g sigma minus rho divided by eta. Do you see r square over here? And radius is directly proportional to diameter. Radius is directly proportional to diameter. So if radius is squared, even the diameter will be squared, and hence terminal velocity is directly proportional to d square. So straightforward answer out there. Okay, Vignesh, I'm much better. Hello. Okay, next question, again based on terminal velocity. A body of density d1 and mass m is moving downwards with constant velocity. It should have been mentioned. but I'll mention it over here, is moving downwards with constant velocity in glycerin of density d2. What is the viscous force acting on it? What is the viscous force acting on it? Come on, think about it, guys. It should not be that difficult. What should be the viscous force acting on it? Let's do this. Now, since it is moving down with constant velocity, if velocity is constant, that means acceleration is 0. That means net force acting on it is 0. If net force acting on it is 0, then guys, I want you to think about it. What will happen? The weight of that ball, all right, will be perfectly balanced by the drag force. The drag force and the weight are balancing each other. So if that is true, the drag force, and also the buoyant force will be there. Yes, weight plus weight is going to be downwards, my bad. So the weight of that ball will be downwards, okay. That will be balanced by the drag force, which is going to be upwards, plus the buoyant force, which is going to be upwards. So that is the equation that you should think about. Weight is down, drag force and buoyant force will be upwards. That is what it's going to be balanced. Now, what is the weight of the ball? Acha, let's take, if something is given, yes, the mass of the ball is given, so it will be m into g. Okay, that's the weight of the ball. What is the drag force? That's exactly what we need to find. That's exactly what we need to find. Plus, what's the buoyant force? Is the volume into density of liquid. What is the density of liquid? Glycerine. Density is d2. So v into d2 into g. That's the buoyant force. Now rearrange this. So the drag force is going to be, take this term over here, so it will become m minus v d2, the whole thing into g. Is that clear? So I have just taken out g outside. Yes, the g has been just taken out outside. Now what you need to do is forget this volume and replace it with other variables, because if you look at the options, it does not have volume, guys. So how do you convert volume into density? Well, think about it, guys. The mass, density and volume are related by this equation. The density is d1, mass is m, volume is v. So guys, isn't volume mass by density? So just put that over here. Just put that over here. Mass by density. And obviously the rest of the things remain as it is into g. You can take out m common. You can take out m common and it will become 1 minus d2 by d1, the whole thing into g. So mg into 1 minus d2 by d1. So I think it's option A, guys. That's how we need to solve this. Badriharan, I'm much better. Thank you so much for all your love and your wishes and all your prayers, guys. That's why I'm standing here, all much better, doing well and looking all fresh out here. So I had to take rest so that I recuperate really well. So I want to be back with you. I was missing all of you. So that's why I'm here. Okay, so that's the answer. Next question coming up on your screen now. Come on, guys. I hope you have already smashed that like button, and if you are new to this channel, I hope you have hit the subscribe button down there. If you have not done it, in case you have forgotten to do that, please do it right away. Do it right away, okay? Next question. Come on, guys. Show some josh. Come on, don't let your josh die down. Come on, buckle up. Come on, try to answer this question. How much is the work done in the work done in joules is this much to increase the size of a soap film from this by this centimeters to this by this centimeters. So basically you are increasing the area by expanding it. So try to recollect USA. That's your hint. Come on, think about it. Think. What should be the final answer? All right, hint is USA. Remember that. Yes, USA. Use USA, you will get the answer. If you also mark the dimensions, it will be much more clearer. So earlier it was 10 centimeters by 6 centimeters. This was 6 centimeters. So this was 10 centimeters by 6 centimeters. Now you have made it 10 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So basically you have added extra 5 centimeters. So this is that extra. This is that extra part. So guys, remember, if U is equal to SA, then delta U is equal to S delta A. This delta U is nothing but the change in the energy which will be performed or which will be given by the work done. So work done is S into delta I. That's what you should think about. What's the surface tension? Oh, that's what I need to find. What is the work done? 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. That's already given. What is area? Extra area? 5 into 10. Correct? 5 into 10. But that is in centimeters. So convert it into meters. 10 to the power minus 4. 10 to the power minus 4. But there is a catch. There is a real catch. What is that catch? Some of you probably have realized it. There's a beautiful catch in this problem. Have you realized what the catch is? Guys, this is a film and there are two surfaces. One surface in the front. One surface in the front and one surface at the back. Correct. So there are two surfaces, one in the front, one in the back. So that's why do not forget to multiply by 2. That is the catch, into 2. Yes. I hope this is clear. And now you would get the answer, guys. Now it's not that difficult. So basically what is going to happen is 5 2s are 10. Okay. 5 2s are 10. 10 10s are 100 or 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 is 10 to the power minus 2. So it will become S into 10 to the power minus 2. And you have 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this 10 to the power minus 2 and this 10 to the power minus 4 will cancel. And therefore S will be 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter. That is the answer. Okay. I hope this is clear. That's how you need to solve the problem. A lot of people forget that too. And that's why they get a wrong answer. Okay. Or else you would probably get this option C or something. Okay. Next question. At what speed the velocity head of water is equal to the pressure head of 40 centimeters of mercury? Come on, think about it. Think. Sangeeta Kumari, you can do one thing. You can just rewind the session little bit or wait for the entire session to be over and you can watch the replay. So even during a live class, you can slide that pointer, okay, that marker which is there below. You can go little bit behind and watch the replay, okay? Come on, let's do this. Next question. Okay, at what speed the velocity head of water is equal to the pressure head of 40 centimeters Hg? So guys, velocity head of water means half rho v square. So in that Bernoulli's equation, you have three terms, right? One is P, one is rho gh, one is half rho v square. P is static pressure, rho gh is hydrostatic pressure, okay? And the last one, half rho v square, is that velocity's pressure or dynamic pressure. That's what these things are. So guys, half rho v square is the water's pressure or the velocity head, and the pressure head of mercury is rho gh. Now this rho is density of mercury, please keep that in mind, and this rho is density of water. That's what you need to keep in mind. Now just substitute. Half density of water 10 to the power 3 velocity square as it is equal to what is, think about it, what is density of mercury? Density of mercury is 13.6 into 10 to the power 3. What is gravity? It is 10. And what is height? Height is 40 centimeters. That means it is 0.4. Now can you see everything is known? The only thing unknown is V. You can easily find it out, and that I think should come out to be somewhere close to 10.3. Yes, these are questions most expected plus most important plus variety wise. I am doing as many varieties as possible so that you know how to approach each and every question. Okay, that's how you need to do it. Okay, so that's the answer, guys. Option A. Okay, last question coming up on your screen now. Last question coming up on your screen now. Come on, think about it. Yes, you need to remember standard densities like mercury, water, that's very important, and air at STP. Yeah. So two spherical bubbles of radius A and B in vacuum combine in isothermal conditions. The resultant bubble has a radius given by which of the following? Let's see. Come on. Last question. Let's see how many of you can do this. Some of you who are already present in my flash series should already know this answer. Come on guys, I'm expecting you to. Yes, volume conservation, wrong. No, moles conservation. Volume is not conserved because the pressures are different. A lot of people No, this is not a double bubble problem. Double bubble is different. Two bubbles touch each other, but they do not actually exchange the volumes. They do not exchange the moles of the gas. So that is a double bubble problem. That's common surface radius of curvature. That's a different thing. This is where two bubbles actually exchange the gases and they form a new bubble. Please understand, volume is not conserved because the pressures are different. So the only thing that can be conserved is the number of moles. Keep this in mind. Okay, so guys, yes, let's figure this out. What should be conserved is the number of moles. So N1 plus N2 is equal to N final. N1 plus N2 is equal to N final. And what is the moles formula? PV is nRT. If PV is nRT, then N is PV by RT. So it will be PV by RT. Now why am I writing P1 V1? Because each bubble might have different pressure and different volume, but temperatures are same because it's given that isothermal conditions. Okay, plus P2 V2 by RT is equal to P final V final by RT. Now what will happen? RT will cancel. Now what is P1? Pressure inside a bubble. Pressure inside a bubble is outside pressure plus 4S by R. I just told you about it. A bubble in air or vacuum, yes, it will be 4S by R. That's the excess pressure. So outside pressure is 0. Why 0? Because it is mentioned that there is vacuum outside. Read it. Yes, I hope this is clear. So 0 plus 4S by R1. 0 plus 4S by R1. I hope this is clear. Into volume 1, which is 4 by 3. Volume of the first bubble will be 4 by 3 pi R1 cube. Now the same terms are going to come again and again, but just with different values of R. So P2 will be outside pressure plus 4S by R2, alright, into 4 by 3 pi R2 cube is equal to final pressure will be again 0 plus 4S by R, alright.
I didn't get that.
Okay.
Could you try again?
Oops, my Siri, please shut up. Okay. Okay, so plus 4S by R into 4 by 3 pi R cube. Now you can see many things are going to get cancelled, guys. So like 4S, 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 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi. All of them are going to get cancelled. So R1 cube by R1 is R1 square. R2 cube by R2 is R2 square. And R3 cube by R cube is R square. So this is the answer. That means it will be root of A square plus B square. So A was R1, B was R2. So root of A1 square plus B1, A square plus B square. Yes, that's how it is. Okay, very good. Sir, that how you can show off. Oh my God, what exactly I was trying to show off, I'm not sure. But anyways, okay. So that is the answer, guys. Root of A square plus B square. Very important standard problem. February and even the March attempt had these kind of questions. Now those of you who were asking about the crash courses, what is the fees, etc., let me just tell you about it. What and all do you get in crash course? First of all, this crash course is designed specially. Alright, it's not the same thing that you get in your long-term batches. This is a different course with different set of problems which have been uniquely designed in such a way that you can understand as many concepts and you learn how to solve different variety of problems in this small short duration of time. So it has exclusive different varieties of problems with theory revision of all the chapters of 11th and 12th. You can also watch the replays, alright, till the last attempt of your JEE Mains. Lot of coaching institutes do not give you replays even beyond 2 days. They tell you replays are only available for 2 days. There is nothing like that. We give you replays till the last examination. Plus you can download the PDF of whatever we write and you can keep it for revision, for practice, or just for problem solving till the end of the mains examination. Okay, then obviously you will have teachers like me only, in fact better than me in the crash course, who are trained to produce the results again and again, and their track record is impeccable. I mean, they have produced amazing results over the past years and even in the current JEE Mains examinations which happened in February and March. Like I showed you before, the doubt solving app which is a part of the crash course, will help you ask any doubts from morning till night. You can chat with our doubt experts, you can send screenshots and get your doubts solved instantaneously. You don't have to look around anywhere else. And there is also a test series of 20 tests, which has 15 full syllabus and 5 part test series with discussions, with solutions, with timing, with reports, and all that you need and you expect from a test series. Now, when you talk about all these things, you might be wondering at what price. Guys, the price is very, very nominal. In fact, even 10,000 was less, but we have kept it at a bare minimum price because of the pandemic like situation. And I know this is the bare minimum price just so that, you know, the teacher salaries, the you know, the people who are making the content, and for all the infrastructure maintenance, that's the only thing we ask for, so that, you know, all the people out here at Vedantu can also feed their families. So a bare minimum price of 6,000 rupees, if you count it, I mean, it's hardly the per day price will come out to be very close to the amount you spend on your food or your daily meals, not more than that. Trust me on that. So you get that offer when you use the coupon code SHCC. Use the coupon code, avail the offer, because the crash course has just started, and you know, you can enroll yourself, because anyways the JEE Mains exam has been postponed. Utilize this month for your JEE preparation. It's very important that you utilize this month for your JEE preparation. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yes, I'll be seeing you again in the evening for the mock test discussion with Shimon sir and Wazim sir. Thank you guys. Bye Priyanka, bye Gayatri, and guys, do not forget to hit the like button down there. Yes, hit that like button in case you have forgotten, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button in case you have forgotten to join our channel. And yeah, you'll get the entire sessions PDF in the Telegram channel. There is a link in the description box below. Join our Telegram group out there. Thank you, Samuel. Bye bye Priyanka, bye bye Shreyas. Yes, you want to sacrifice food? No, I don't want you guys to sacrifice food. I'm just saying that it is as much as the price of your food. Crazy master, do not misinterpret. I hope you understood what I meant. Alright, bye bye Bhargav. Take care, have fun. See you again in the evening, and I will be keep seeing you quite often now that I'm very well and I'm all fit and fine thanks to all your prayers and support. Bye bye guys, this was Shreyas here. See you again in the evening.